Every new year usher in brand new, bright construction initiatives that will not only support the nation's economic growth but also provide job prospects. There are numerous highlights in store for the construction business in the United States of America in 2023, with several building projects expected to reach significant development milestones. Everyone is concerned about climate change, and future projects demonstrate a range of decarbonization options for the built environment, from ecological restorations to adaptive reuse. In this video, I'll be sharing the top construction projects in America in 2023. In the upcoming year 2023 and beyond, significant milestones are anticipated to be reached for these high-profile and high-impact construction projects, which have value in the billions. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. The 10 biggest building projects in the USA for 2023. Number 10. The Arkansas Museum of Fine Arts renovation, $142 million. The Arkansas Museum of Fine Arts in Little Rock, Arkansas is set to reopen on April 22, 2023. The museum's new architectural identity, designed by Studio Gang in collaborations with Polk Stanley Wilcox and Landscape Architecture and Urban Design from Scape, aims to establish the institutions as a regional leader in the arts. The folded plate concrete roof, one of the museum's recognizable features, is now complete. The new roofline runs the length of the building, connecting the new and renovated spaces to form a cohesive architectural identity for the cultural institution. Number 9. Las Vegas Formula One Grand Prix, $240 million. Formula One plans to spend a staggering $240 million on a construction plot to build the F1 pits and paddock for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. F1 CEO Stefano Domenicali spoke to Motorsport.com after the inaugural Miami Grand Prix success and provided additional details. He continued by describing the race as a success and sharing his thoughts on the inaugural Las Vegas Grand Prix, which will take place in November 2023. The 6.12-kilometer route will have 17 cornering turns, a chicane, and 3 high-speed straights that will let drivers travel at up to 212 miles per hour. The circuit is anti-clockwise and begins in an old parking lot that will be transformed into the pits and paddock area, which also house a permanent track. Number 8. NFL's Buffalo Bills Stadium, $1.4 billion. NFL's Buffalo Bills submitted a plan to the cities of Buffalo in August, ahead of the expirations of their lease, to play home games at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, for a new $1.4 billion 60,000-seat stadium to be built by 2027. The new stadium could be built on the Bills' current site, directly replacing Highmark Stadium, or on a new site in downtown Buffalo, which has yet to be determined. The new stadium would be the 11th most expensive ever built if built on the Bills' current site. It would be the 3rd most expensive in downtown Buffalo at $2.1 billion. In addition, the cost of relocating residents and businesses would be incurred. The preliminary survey of the project and its impact was completed by the engineering firm AECOM last month. Due to the high estimated cost and shorter lifespan of a renovation, the company recommended building a new stadium rather than attempting to renovate the 50-year-old Highmark Stadium. The AECOM report also suggests that instead of building new in Buffalo, construction should be done in Orchard Park. Number 7. Amazon HQ2, $2.5 billion. According to Clark Construction, the first phase of the new Amazon HQ2 office space at National Landing, which began in January 2020, is on track to be completed by 2023. The contractor crowned out the office buildings at Metropolitan Park back in early 2022, finishing facade installations by summer, and moved on to developing the 2-acre landscape courtyard once the buildings are finished. The Metropolitan Park campus will house 2.1 million square feet of office space for Amazon in 2 22-story LEED-certified buildings, as well as 50,000 square feet of retail space for local small businesses. Number 6. Madison Square Garden Sphere, $2.8 billion. MSG Sphere, an immersive theater backed by cutting-edge technology, will host a wide range of events, including residencies, esports, corporate events, and original attractions. The 17,500-seat auditorium was initially slated to open in 2021, but construction was halted in April 2020 due to a COVID-19 pandemic-related disruption in the project's supply chain. Later that year, work started up again, and the opening is slated for the second half of 2023. It is the largest spherical structure on Earth, standing over 100 meters tall and almost 160 meters wide. Number 5. Fontainebleau, Las Vegas, $3.8 billion. According to the press release, the 67-story hotel, gaming, meeting, and entertainment project construction is scheduled to be finished in the fourth quarter of 2023, according to the press release. The site is located next to the Las Vegas Convention Center and covers 25 acres at the northern end of the Las Vegas Strip. 3,700 hotel rooms, 5,500 square feet of convention and meeting space, as well as gaming, dining, retail, and experiences focused on health and wellness will all be included in the project. Number 4. Hyperloop, $10 billion. Elon Musk popularized the Hyperloop concept, which consists of a series of vacuum-sealed tubes that can transport passengers and cargo in low-pressure pods at speeds up to 700 miles per hour. Around the world, Hyperloop projects and test sites are in various stages of development. Following the legislation's passage in the Senate in August, Josh Giggle, CEO and co-founder of Virgin Hyperloop, said in a press release, "We are on the cusp of a new era that will change the way we think about mobility in this country. The Virgin Hyperloop Certification Center is being built in West Virginia. The 800-acre site, which was first announced in October 2020, will include Hyperloop testing facilities, training centers, and a certification track. Virgin Hyperloop hopes to start operating commercially by 2030 and to have received all necessary safety certifications by 2025. In addition to considering potential Hyperloop locations in the Midwest, Missouri, North Carolina, and Texas, Virgin Hyperloop has a working test track in Las Vegas. A feasibility study for a Hyperloop route in the Great Lakes region has just been completed by the California-based Hyperloop TT, while the Swiss-American firm Swisspot has revealed plans to build a test track in Colorado. Depending on the distance traveled, the number of stations, the materials used, and the technology employed, a Hyperloop system's price may vary. Estimates vary from a few billion to over $10 billion, and financing is provided by a variety of sources. Number 3. Samsung Chip Factory, $17 billion. Samsung announced in late November that it is planning to build a $17 billion semiconductor fabrication facility in Taylor, Texas, northeast of Austin. Samsung plans to complete constructions on the factory by the end of 2024. The project's announcement came amid a global shortage of computer chips caused by COVID-19 supply issues. Samsung's construction arm Samsung C&T is the project's lead contractor. This will be the company's largest investment in the United States. Since the late 1990s, Samsung has operated a chip manufacturing facility in Austin and plans to share infrastructure and resources between the two establishments. Number 2. Blue Castle Nuclear Plant, $20 billion. A $20 billion construction project for a 2-reactor nuclear energy plant is being undertaken by Blue Castle Holdings, Inc. at Green River, Utah. Construction on the project is expected to start in 2022, according to construction proposal papers. According to the company, planning is now ongoing to minimize the developmental risk for electric utilities and to provide new baseload electric power generations that is reliable and competitive. The project has entered the design stage according to paperwork from November 2021. The owners anticipate that it will take until 2030 to finish the project once the building gets underway. Blue Castle Holdings asserts that the plan will use less than 1% of the existing water diversions in the state and will increase Utah's electricity output by 50%. Building bid papers suggests a far lower number, with the state's power production expected to increase by 30% with the additions of 2,200 megawatts of electrical capacity. Number 1. California High-Speed Rail Central Valley Phase, $13.1 billion. There are 35 active building sites for the 119-mile Central Valley sections of the California High-Speed Rail project, which when finished with the nation's first long-distance high-speed rail line. According to the states of California's High-Speed Rail Authority, the system would use bullet trains that have a top speed of 200 miles per hour and should be able to travel from San Francisco to Los Angeles in under 3 hours. If expansions are developed to Sacramento and San Diego, the system range would increase by up to 800 miles and include up to 24 stations. Currently, it is estimated that the Central Valley segment will cost $13.1 billion. The first sections will run between Merced, California, and Bakersfield, California, and service is anticipated to start in December 2028, according to the Rail Authority's 2020 business plan. Dragados Flatiron oversees Work Package 2 to 3, which involves 65 miles of construction. California Rail Builders, a joint venture between Griffith Company and their rival Agreement West, LLC, leads 22 miles of constructions for Work Package 4. By December 2033, rail service between San Francisco and Los Angeles is anticipated to be operational. There are many highlights in store for the construction industry in America for the year 2023. This year also promises new parks and public spaces, new campus buildings, and civic jewels renovated and reimagined. With climate change at the forefront of everyone's minds, this project shows a variety of strategies for decarbonizing the built environment, ranging from ecological restorations to adaptive reuse. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this list enjoyable. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, the subscription button, and the notification bell to get notified when new videos are uploaded. I'll see you at the next one.